Okay, so what types of fats should we be eating? Which is the best oil, and how much? We'll talk a little bit more about how much in the next video, but let's talk about what kinds here. Our nut butters, our seeds, and our nuts themselves, walnuts, almonds, what have you, they're considered polyunsaturated fats. These fats are also typically sources of omega-3s and are available in some of our fish. So they're healthy fats. The problem is with this type of fat is that they are often used for cooking. Okay, so the polyunsaturated fats would also include things like vegetable oils, canola oils, grapeseed oils, all of those types of oils, and they really don't withstand heat very well. So we'd like to consume polyunsaturated fats from nuts or from fish in the whole food source. Try to avoid using some of those vegetable oils for cooking. Okay, I know they're advertised as being high heat, but it ends up breaking down and eliciting more free radicals in your body. We want to avoid that. Okay, so another type of fat is our saturated fats. These are fats that are typically solid at room temperature. I have options here of our sustainable red palm oil and our coconut oil. This is also butter. This is also lard. This is also other fats that are in meats. Think bacon, okay? They are solid at room temperature. There are good saturated fats and not so good saturated fats. You know, typically folks who are looking to live a long time eat a little less bacon than those who are not watching their intake. Our coconut oils are interesting because not all saturated fats are created equal. If you take butter or if you take bacon, it's different than the coconut oil in the way that your body actually breaks it down. This is why you've seen all over the internet and everywhere else a huge barrage of coconut oil. It's pretty good. You know, so that's fine. We can use coconut oil in place of lard or bacon grease or butter. That's a better choice. Red palm oil is just like that, but it doesn't have the coconut flavor. So for those of you who are looking to bake something and you don't want to use butter, this is probably a better option for you if you don't want the coconut flavor. Other oils, and I have avocado here too, which is another polyunsaturated blend. This is our coconut oil, and here we have our extra virgin olive oil. As popular as our coconut oils are right now, in the research, they still don't stand up to the extra virgin olive oil. This should still be your go-to cooking oil, okay? The other oils are great to add a little bit of flavor or to change things around in a recipe or what have you, but in general, when given the choice, pick the extra virgin olive oil. I would say, choose the best quality that you can afford. Do you have to go organic and all these other things? We'll get to that in another video, but certainly just choose the highest quality that you can afford. I typically prefer American sources for the olive oil, just to avoid pesticides. But anyway, from there, that's a deeper and in-depth view of our polyunsaturated, our saturated, and our monounsaturated oils. That's the extra virgin olive oil. I didn't mention too much about trans fats right now. Our trans fatty acids, thankfully, really seem to be on the way out. Trans fats are now illegal in some states, although a lot of bakeries still use trans fats. These would be probably in your cupcakes, they would be in your muffins, they might be in some bread products, tortillas, shelf-stable baked goods. When you're looking and you're reading labels, look for hydrogenated oil. That's code for trans fats. We want to avoid foods that have those hydrogenated oils in them. So if you're looking at the label, just make sure that's not in there. It might not list trans fats on the label because they're allowed to round down when they put that on the food label, okay? So, but if you have, let's say, 2 grams of trans fats per day, which are easily consumed if all of the processed foods you're eating have a food label that's rounded down, you'll actually elevate your risk for heart disease. So it doesn't take much of the trans fatty acids. So if you see any of those hydrogenated oils, just be careful. Try to shop around those things and stick to first your extra virgin olive oil. Sometimes and a healthy balance of these other oils and fat sources as well. The biggest problem with all of our fats is that we often eat too many of them. So join me on the next video when we talk about how much fats. Thanks.